I just wanted to make a little jump real quick. Alright, because everybody big on the Lionsgate portal, but not understanding. Yes, it was a portal, but you have to understand Ezekiel will, which ties to the 12 zodiacs and the 12 sons of Jacob and whoop-de-whoop. However you want to say it, it was all expressions. And it was explaining how the trine, the sun right here, because that upside down triangle is the delta in Greek or the dollar in Hebrew, which denotes the energy and and the direction it proceeds in, which is news, north, east, west, south. Okay, let's talk about the Mercury though. When it comes down, it rises back up. Now you get your regular triangle, you feel me? It rises back up. And when it comes together at the center point, which is the heart. Okay, getting back to point. You have four faces of the dragon, which are four phases of the year, which denotes it into a higher energy or denotes the ether, and which people divide it up with dimensions and all this extra shit because time is measurement of energy at the end of the day. So these energy lines are coming together and some of them being hacked, which from I believe because it already happened before. That's how we even got in this situation before because it was hacked. And from what I know, this 12 years from 2017 is showing us how we feel and how you can rise and how you also could get trapped at different timelines and who becomes the Illuminati or the Watchers, which is motherfuckers just out here, you feel me? But get back to point. 8-8 portal was the snake portal. It was not the lion's portal. The snake portal, though, or the snake period, dealing with the 8th year, dealt with your eye. That's when these downloads come and then upload in your body. Just like my symbols are showing you. You're the X in between this shit. Meaning, when there comes change, it could change you or you could change the reality what's going on around you. You're the controller of the game. If you're not controlling the game, then the CPU is playing the game and you're watching it being played. Okay? The 8-8 is really 1-8 is a 6 and a 9. The other is a 6 and a 9. The 6 could be the waters below and the waters above. But when it comes together, it makes that infinite symbol. You turn it sideways. You put one above that, one below it. It looks like DNA type of say, but it moves like a snake. Okay. Even the delta symbol is part of an 8, which kind of looks like a snake. But I only say it's the snake portal because it's really matching um, May energy. Is representing April, May, and June as a trine. That's July, August, September, because it's only 3 months. And there's four alternates of that dealing with two parallels. Okay, which comes out to a 9 thing. Okay, so knowing that they use hedging methods to calculate and reevaluate things and do shit all over again, pretty much trying you like a sucker just to see what you do as a survey. They do this shit every 3 months. So meaning the 3 months is backwards. Okay. So you say it's January, it's New Year's, but really it's supposed to be October, January. That's that energy it lines up to. That's why Halloween is around the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. It's the same shit. But if you hear the real definition of the Lion Gate dealing with walk-ins and all this extra shit, the pros, the cons, and the balance of both sides, the one who sees both sides, the duality. Okay, that's that's what niggas dealing with. But the snake, that's what the 8-8 portal was. It was the snake portal. And the snake represents the eye because it has the pit organ, which can transmute infrared light into communications from the signal coming from above, which comes below and rises back up. So pretty much you're in the cycle. You just don't know you control it because you stuck in input or stuck in output. Now that's divided. Input output deals with you, trees, nature. This is your output. Everything outside of you is your output. Okay? You're just the nigga in between the energy that created light and darkness. Reason you have to understand light and darkness because in darkness there's light and in light there's darkness. Even in darkness you can see the motherfucking flashes of electricity in it. But anyways, I just wanted to say, yeah, the 8-8 portal is a snake portal, represents the pineal gland because your pineal or the pit of fire does the same thing. Now as we go into Halloween, October 27th is when the real Lionsgate portal opened up. Okay. Not saying that serious or something didn't line up because it does it 4 times a year. The 4 faces of the dragon is when it lines up and does it. It's just 4 alternates of what people said the Lionsgate portal as a checkpoint. There's 4 different ones a year, and you need 4 to denote into a higher state. If it was only 3, it would stay in the same timeline, which they're going to try to do next year. Even with these clouds, it slows down time as it speeds so they can manipulate it. And with these timelines, you know, even like my Facebook message from 2 days ago said, really like 4 days ago, said December 31st, 1969. And it was really August something, you feel me, 2025. But 1969 ties to the fifth dimension if it was a time jump. So really, they just low-key time jump some shit backwards, and y'all didn't even fucking notice. Distractions, distractions, distractions. You gotta stay away from these distractions because these become actions if you're that's manifested. You know, it's kind of like witchcraft. It's just if the illusion of the spell works on you, then it's working on you, and you can only break it if you see it. You feel me? It's the only way. So yeah, October 27th going into November 12th. That's the real Lionsgate portal. What's up, baby? That's the real Lionsgate portal, y'all. And that's gonna represent August. Reason why it's supposed to be hotter during that times is just they manipulate it to make it cold. It's ice, you know? How anything like even cocaine itself, these clouds operate the same way because to stretch it out, it's gonna reproduce itself under heat, dealing with water, fire, and the elements, dealing with plasma, okay? It's just gonna stretch itself out. Cause look, that's how this nano ghost sheet above me right now looks like a sheet, right? They make layers. But the thing is, it produces itself naturally. It produces graphene. Well, the graphene produces graphite naturally, which becomes a superconductor of carbon. Dealing with the bonds, it becomes a superconductor, but that superconductor is more composed with the sun, more the copper and gold down there. So the clouds become the EMP. The clouds is gonna be the reason why niggas go into shock because it could be an activator or it could be a destroyer also because it's still you. But the thing is, chosen ones, you have to understand the grounding, ask yourself what grounding really is. Grounding creates sunspots. It creates green light, means that green light directs electricity in the direction it proceeds in. So that's dealing with inputs and outputs. electrical outputs and magnetism being pulled in. Okay? It's fucking science. But that's the thing about the superconductor. They used it to even create a motherfucking man-made magnetic field, knowing that that field is connected to you because it's your energy that's been giving out, is draining you to create the motherfucking field. Okay? When your energy comes back to you, that field is breaking down and it's building your field. And it can be directed to you if you understand what the grounding is really for. I done moved storms as I'm watching it on my phone. Niggas saying this gonna happen. I say it's not. I watch it to see if I trip. But this is some things people have to be quiet about. This is some things these niggas already know because when you ground, you're gonna be popped up on the radar. This is how the moon, they use that shit to control people because niggas don't know theyself. Yeah, people wanna awaken their body and unlock their DNA, unlock that body, but they want you to also so they can try to intervene. The one who passed the test is knowing that and show them that you can't be fucked with. Because through radio communications, they're going to try to telepathically talk to you. Okay? Because they're just trying to learn off you. Even if we was somewhere else on the ship, depending on what ship that was, who's coming to rescue niggas off this certain ship that's not up, that's not of ours. They're taking surveys and evaluating on you. It's just like some reptilians or scientists. They actually have a heart, but they was kind of helping. It's just the warrior ones don't give a fuck. Then you have your Zeta Grays who were once people like you and I and fucking got experimentals who used an experiment and that fucked it all up too. So it's like most of these grades is just super soldiers and they're in command with high ranking people. You feel me? 1 second. Yo, but yeah. But yeah, that's what's really going on right now. Niggas being manipulated, not knowing they're manipulating you because you don't even know about your own power. But the one who gains that will naturally defend itself. And naturally, when you're connected to nature, nature's going to defend you because it is you. You just divided the expression so you don't even know what's together. That's why 1 through 9 is just expressions of a whole energy. Those were just used as symbols to express it in different ways. Just like these suns are coming together, I told y'all. 6D with 6 stars equals 3 lights plus 1 is the 7. So now you're going to see 3 lights conjoining around the source of the sun. And you're going to see these objects around it. Now you see it. Now we're dealing with 7 stars plus 1. Okay? So that 7th one is looking for its binary. Reason why they're trying to link to it. Because if you link to the 7 and the 8, then you can interrupt the 9, which is the 4th, was the 3rd trine, or the 3rd sun. Okay? And that the 8 is going to produce 4 lights. Okay? Period. Because it's going to take 4 suns. 4, not 4 suns, 8 suns to produce 4 lights. Okay? Because that light actually the it produces the trine. Okay? It's just 3 trines which are produced, or the 3 triangles is like 3 suns. because that's what denotes the energy. It's just most of the triangles they show you is pointing upwardly because, yo, chill out. Three suns that pointed upwardly, like, uh, dang, what's the three pyramids called again? But y'all know what I mean. Those actually going to connect to the three suns. So, what it ties back to the nine ether, that's what's going to activate it. And by like next year or so, Orion's belt is going to send CMEs through that connection, through the arrow, which is going to denote, because that's what arrows do or represent, denoting the energy it proceeds in, right? So when that happens, that's going to be activated. And they're going to try to Starlink this shit so they can reset some things. They already told you they're trying to make these cloudy things all foggy. It's not fog, it's smog, okay? It's weather manipulation, okay? But it's not weather manipulation. It's trying to weather away you, okay? You are the weather. This ties back to Set. Like Set wasn't just the being that was told. It was just like how Native Americans explain stories, or how anyone explained a story in a movie. Who was it representing? Sometimes that was just representing nature when we was talking about the metaphysical connections, meaning we was talking about us inwardly and outwardly to understand what was going on. All these different things you have to understand, overstand, understand, all that. It's all a point of view. How can you see or get what's going on if you don't see all the points of view? All the points of view deals with past, present, and future too. Just like these words and these spells, it could put you there if you're using it too much, not understanding how you use it. So it could be an accident, but accidents sometimes bring karma when you don't listen to yourself. Okay, I'm I'm gonna chill out though, 'cause they already blocked me for two comments. If it was back to back like 10, it's just they always block me and try to verify what who am I, just so they could get a jurisdictional address, just like you passing your ID to the cops. They already know where the fuck I'm at. I'm just not in their jurisdiction. Ganja, 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 bring your ass over here. Ganja. This little baby gonna get in trouble, but they fucking with her with frequencies. Now I gotta do some grounding shit just to bring her over here. Ganja! Stupid ass. His name is my dog. That's my little nigga though. Birds fuck with it. That's something I learned from a cardinal. But certain frequencies, even like yo, you say yo to the trees, you might see a reaction. Because what is yo? Yo is I, first person. hmm Tying back to you. Anyways, y'all hold it down. I said what I said. Mm. not listening consciously, your soul is. Your peep game later. It's all good in the hood. Hood scientists out.